I am Dr. Anthony Gaddy. I've been practicing podiatry for approximately 38 years. Individuals can get nail fungus from showers, hotel rooms, dirty floors, dirty footgear. You can get it from pedicures. You can get it from contaminated instruments that you use at home.
I think I got it from the nail salons because I had been going for several years.
When I was about 9 or 10, I wrecked a bicycle with no shoes on and ripped off 3 of my toenails. And when they grew back, I had problems then, and it just got worse and worse and worse.
Common signs and symptoms of fungal infection in the nail plate is enlargement of the nail, discoloration of the nail. The nail plate can become loose and or painful.
Well, I had a thickening nail that I'd had for a while, and I wasn't sure, and then I saw some lines in one of my other nails, and I thought, you know, this just doesn't look quite right.
I was at the beach with a bunch of friends, and one of my buddies looked over and goes, "Those are the ugliest toes I've ever seen in my life. You need to cover those up."
Men just tend to ignore it. What women tend to do, they tend to cover it. They have the ability to cover it. Both of those are a mistake.
I kept my nails painted all the time.
The laser machine that we use is called the Cutera laser. The light actually penetrates the tissue and it seeks out these cells and these molecules that a cell has. These molecules have what we call photoreceptors, and the laser targets those photoreceptors, and what it does is actually produces some very low-grade heat. Once we do the examination, then we do an actual sterile nail debridement, which is very different from nail salons. We use instruments that we actually put into a sterilizer, as any surgical instrument would be put in a sterilizer prior to surgery. The next thing that we do is we actually mechanically debride. We use an electric grinder to thin that nail plate. And that is a very important factor in why we believe we're more successful with thinning the nail plate, allowing the laser to penetrate the nail plate into the nail bed where a lot of the fungus resides. We prescribe initially that we have 3 laser sessions. I have the option of using the laser, either all the laser lights brought together, it's multiple lights, or I'm going to spread them out in the bigger circle.
So I'm doing like a grid. I'm kind of going up and down, but I'm trying not to overlap. Overlapping the pulses will create increased heat, and we don't want to do that.
Now my thumb is a temperature gauge. I can tell if the heat is building up within the nail.
So the one thing we'll concentrate on is back here, where I'm not even on the nail, is where the nail root is. It's called the matrix. So we want to make sure we brush that area with a laser so that we're killing any fungus that may be in the root.
We actually provide the patient an information sheet to take home to review everything that we've discussed with them.
Your shoes, once you take those off during a long work hour day, you definitely want to use some Lysol to control the environment inside of the shoe.
We ask them to file the nail periodically and to apply an antifungal medication.
On a weekly basis, you're pretty much going to use an emery board and do the same that I'm doing, which is filing the nail thinner, okay?
I immediately was going to treat it one way or the other, and I read the options, and this didn't have any side effects.
A recommendation from my pediatrician office.
The procedure only takes about 15 minutes.
I started with the fungus and all 10 toes. And now I'm down to 3.
Now I don't have to cover up what it is.
It's not nearly as bad as it used to be.
I can just kind of be more comfortable with my nails instead of being self-conscious about them and hiding them.
Oh yes, I would recommend it. I would, because it's taken care of it very easily.